Yo, what's good YouTube? So I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make a hard beat for Homicide Gang like artists. Let's get straight into it. Alright, so this beat is insanely simple. I'm gonna break it down for y'all. So I started out with this one shot out of my new stash kit. It's a synth called Zaps, and it sounds like this. It's like a really hard synth, and for this synth, since it's a one shot, you're gonna want to go to the envelope and turn everything down except for the hold, and put the attack up to like 1 so it doesn't click. And I make the release like 15 or something, so it's not like just abruptly stopping and sounding kind of like unprofessional, I say. And then for effects on this synth, I put some stereo separation just on the mixer channel, 39%. Then I added a portal to add some like texture. Preset out of DK Portal Bank. It was a preset called Backsliding. And then I added a flangus and put it on 50%. Then a hardcore alien surfing lead and put the mix down to 15%. And then a reverb on the cathedral preset, and I turned it down to 30%. And then finally I added a parametric EQ, taking out all the low end. Next I added this bass as like a texture to the synth, and the bass is also a one shot out of my Drakon stash kit. It sounds like this. It sounds kind of lame by itself, but it's just an accent. And then the same settings for this, put it on stretch mode, and then turn the envelope to the exact same settings. And then for effects on it, all I did was add an EQ to take out the low end, because it had like some crazy hard low end because it was a bass, but I didn't want that in the melody, so I just took that out with the EQ. The next part of this melody is this lead that's also a one shot on my new Drakon stash. The lead is called Double O, and it sounds like this. It's a really nice sounding lead. And then for this lead I did the same envelope settings. I guess I forgot to put the stretch mode on here, and then I just turned the envelope to like the default, everything down except for the hold. And also for leads, whenever you have them as a one shot, you're gonna want to go to this like little wrench tool, and then you're gonna want to go to polyphony and then turn them on mono so they're not playing at the same time. Then for effects on this lead, I just added a fruity flangus and put it on 65%. And then I added an EQ, taking out all the low end. The final sound for the melody of this beat is this lead out of Serum. A lead out of Plasma Serum Bank by OMG Zenoza. Lead is called AI Dog, and it sounds like this. It's just some like ear candy for whenever the main verse is playing, to make it not sound like it's just repeating over and over again. And then for effects on this, all I added was a gross beat basic 10 and put the time setting down to 50%. And I also added a parametric EQ, taking out the low end. And I added some stereo separation on that, 40%. Now onto the drums. I started with the 808, which is something I like to do whenever making like these synthy Homicide Gang type beats. I like to start with the 808 because the 808 is really the main like drum sound in these beats. So I started with this 808 out of my Drakon stash kit. It's called what I was talking about. The 808 sounds like this. Super fire 808. For this 808, on the settings, all I did was remove DC offset and boost it 2%, and obviously do the basic like envelope settings. And I also layered this kick with the 808. It's just a basic Pierre kick, and the pattern sounds like this. Just following the same notes as the 808. Then I laid down this clap pattern, just a basic clap pattern that sounds like this. Then I laid down this snare and another snare. And finally I laid down this hi-hat pattern with like some super basic like hi-hat rolls, just like 1/4 or 1/6 rolls. I'm not really sure. It just sounds like this. And that's it for the drums. That's basically it for the entire beat. I just had a super simple arrangement going on where basically all the drums are playing the entire beat, which is something you're gonna want to have in these type of beats, because it's not the arrangement doesn't really matter. You just want the drums to be slapping the entire beat. And that's really it for this beat. I hope this inspired y'all to make some like hard beats, and I hope you learned something with this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.